Hey, we are the HeatChangers. And are everywhere.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the HeatChangers podcast. I am Marisol, and with me as always is Kate. Hi Kate, how are you today?
Hey Marisol, I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be back after the summer break. It feels like the perfect time to dive into today's topic because summer is high season for hotels and also for solar thermal.
Exactly. Hotels have just come out of their busiest time of the year. Guests filled the rooms, kitchens worked non-stop, laundries were at full speed, and hot water demand was at its peak. And of course, energy bills followed.
That's right. High occupancy in summer means high hot water consumption, showers, kitchens, laundry, and that translates into high costs. But it also creates the perfect opportunity for hotel owners and managers to think about investing in solar heating systems.
Yes, and the scale of the challenge is huge. Hotels consume massive amounts of hot water every day, from guest showers to jacuzzis, kitchens, laundries, and even heating pools or spas. Heating this water often represents between 25% and 40% of a hotel's total energy consumption, depending on the category and location, of course.
And the environmental impact is just as big. Most of that water is still heated with gas or diesel, which means high emissions and dependency on volatile fuel prices. Switching to solar thermal is a way for hotels to break that cycle.
Exactly. Studies show that in a 3-star city hotels, hot water can be the single largest energy expense, up to 42% of total consumption. That's why solar thermal is such a game changer. It reduces bills, cuts emissions, and provides stability against rising fuel costs.
And it's not just about saving money. Guests are increasingly choosing hotels that prove their sustainability. With solar thermal, managers can earn green certifications, attract eco-conscious travelers, and strengthen their brand as leaders in sustainable hospitality.
Absolutely. And the technology is reliable. Solar thermal system can last up to 25 years with minimal maintenance. And more than 95% of their components are recyclable. So it's a long-term investment in both sustainability and resilience. By the way, I want to thank our sponsor for this episode, Pleion, a world leader in the development of solar energy solutions for hot water. Since 2009, Pleion has been reinventing solar thermal in Italy and worldwide through its expertise, experience, and production capacity.
I just took a look at their website to learn more. What really stood out to me is that they design, develop, and manufacture their own innovative products and have over 388 qualified partners all over the world. I love this line. No matter where you are in the world, you can count on 2 things: the power of the sun and Pleion's solutions to make the most of it.
Our mission is, to provide free hot water from the sun everywhere in the world through reliable and affordable solar systems.
He is Zeno Benciolini, Technical Director at Pleion. He has been in the solar thermal business since 2008 and at Pleion since 2019. I had a conversation with him before the summer break. He told me that Pleion started as a trading company and in 2017 it became manufacturer of its own solar collectors. Since 2021, Pleion also offers installation services to the installers, usually for roof installations, which they are very good at.
I like to mention that we offer a catalog with something like 1,500 of accessories and articles that are oriented for solar thermal installation. So pretty wide range. But getting to what is our production, I can mention that we have two lines of collectors. One is what we call Ego line, that is a solar collector for natural circulation system with integrated storage tank inside the panel itself. Okay, and this is produced in 5 sizes. Okay, from 110 to 260 liters in order to cover a wide variety of consumers. And it is also built in 2 versions, one in thermoplastic material structure and one made with aluminum structure. Okay, the core of the system, the energy part is the same, but the case is different. And well, this product is particularly dedicated to residential sector, and it is suitable mainly for mid-climate environments like the Mediterranean area, but we also sell it, for example, in Central America and in Middle East as well. And this product is distinguished by very lightweight, so easy to handle. It is very, very easy to install because you have mainly one piece. You have to connect the 2 pipes, but it is one product. It's not a plant. You don't have to assemble it. And very low maintenance compared to traditional thermosiphon systems.
We are getting a bit technical, but that's important because there is a wide range of solar thermal solutions in the market. It is not just one type of solar collector or system. Also, Pleion is very innovative. Their other product line, called X-Ray, is a very good solution to handle seasonality or for processes which require hot water at middle or low temperature, like in the food industry, for example. This solution consists of multiple evacuated tube collectors, which can even cover themselves whenever there is lots of sun and not much hot water demand.
The Eclipse system is our special device with the aim to manage stagnation and to reduce and mitigate all the issues posed from stagnation during the summer. And the collector is the same and is equipped with or without the Eclipse system. And this range of solar collector can offer quite high efficiency values, even in regions with harsh climates and also during the cold season.
Wait, what is stagnation?
Well, stagnation is, let me say, what happens when we don't use the solar energy. The solar collectors are exposed to the sun, but if you don't have more water to heat, what happens? It happens that if the solar irradiation is high, the solar collectors starts boiling inside, okay? You have steam in the solar collector. This is not an issue for the collector itself because it can rise 200 degrees and even more without any damage. But it is a general stress for all the plant and mainly for the glycol that is in the solar system. The glycol that is very important to avoid freezing during cold winter night, but that is also undergoes to very high temperature sometimes in summer, and this has some effects on the consequent maintenance you have to do on the plant. So it's a non-desirable effect, and solar eclipse is a device that shadows your collectors when the temperature is too high, avoiding this.
Let's talk specifically about the hospitality sector. As we said earlier, hotels consume an enormous amount of hot water every day. What has been Pleion's experience in this market?
Hotels have been for us a regular customer, I can say, for our solar thermal systems, and I think since the beginning of the company operations. And well, I think that hotels represent an optimal application for solar thermal because of high hot water needs, but also because they often have seasonality that is often well synchronized with the annual solar energy cycle, because solar energy is not the same every month, but of course, where we have seasons, we have a high season for the sun, that is summer, and very often it is the same high season for the hotel. And so we have this synchronization that is strength point for having solar system.
Okay then, with the solar thermal system, hotels are all set.
When you install a solar system, it does not fully replace an existing gas boiler, heat pump, or whatever you have. But the aim of solar system is to reduce the energy consumption of what you already have, is to reduce the electric power, gas, or whatever, and also to extend its lifetime. So you keep what you have, but you use it much less. We also have to consider that in case of hotels, we very often have very good data of consumption. It is very well known by the owner, and so we can predict very easily the potential of a reduction in consumption, reduction of in terms of CO2 emissions, and in terms of money expenses for the operation of the hotel. And of course, this means it's easy to predict, and therefore it's easy to satisfy your customer.
Thank you, Zeno, for sharing your insights and for showing us how hotels around the world can benefit from solar thermal.
Yes, and I think the timing is key. After the high season, when hotel managers look at their energy bills, it's the perfect moment to think about the next step, reducing costs and offering guests a sustainable service.
Don't just look at the money saving. Look also at the CO2 reduction. For example, keep in mind also that, because probably your customer will appreciate that, and also consider some I would say secondary effects that are, for example, the prolonged lifetime of your plant in general, whether it's a gas boiler or a heat pump. It will benefit from the solar system also with extended lifetime.
Exactly. With solar thermal, hotels can save money, cut emissions, and stand out as leaders in sustainable hospitality. It is a huge upfront investment, though.
Things are made easier by some kinds of incentives that are available for solar energy. We have in Italy, for example, there is Conto Termico. We are now waiting for the third edition of this subsidy. And of course, this helps a lot in order to have very short return of investment. But even in case of no subsidy available, well, of course, the payback time becomes a bit longer. It's always in the range, well, it could be with subsidy below 4 or 5 years, and without any subsidy, it becomes normally 6 to 8 years. That's not so short, but I would say it's affordable. And of course, if there is motivation, and if, as I said, you look the investment with all its aspects, I think it makes very very much.
So interesting. Marisol, all of this talk of hotels makes me really excited for our trip to Costa Rica this winter. We should totally stay at a hotel with solar thermal.
And with that, we want to thank our listeners for joining us today. Don't forget to follow the HeatChangers podcast and check out our blog post and social media channels for more inspiring stories.
And are you ready to become a heat changer?